Common Roth IRA mistakes to avoid and what to do about them. I'm Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth. Hope you'll check us out at jazzwealth.com. Let's get started. The first thing is over-contributing to a Roth IRA. It happens. You would think that you would get stopped and you couldn't contribute anymore. However, if you do like automatic contributions and stuff, some places can't stop that. We deal with a lot of those each year. A lot of times just from people not knowing any better, getting a little overexcited and saving too much. Now, if you're going to oversave to any account, okay, a Roth IRA is not that bad. Here's the thing. If you, what do we got? This year, you've got 7,000 if you're under 50. The catch up, of course, if you're over 50. Next year, they're going to raise it. So it's already out. The IRS said, hey, in 2026, we're going to go 7,500. Well, when things like that happen, sometimes people just don't realize it and they just over contribute and things like, the year gets by you, right? Okay. You can technically over contribute and you can fix it. There's no problem with that. You just have to fix it. If you don't fix it, the IRS is going to say, well, you know you did wrong, right? And what they do is it's a 6% penalty on what you've contributed or the excess for the years that you've done it. Now that adds up, right? Because here's just a simple little chart. You put 2,000 too much in there. Each year you're charging yourself $120. I just made a simple chart. But you can change it. So what you would do is if you ever over contribute, the first thing you're going to do is if you're working with like an advisor or something, you go, hey, my bad, I went over. What we're going to do is we're going to say, well, the limit was, let's say 7,000 and you put in an extra 1,000. We're first going to take that 1,000 and say, did you make any money on that? Right? The IRS really kind of cares. Like if you made $100 on the 1,000 that wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, they're going to ask you to pay tax on that. No penalty. They're just going to say, hey, you made $100. You made a mistake, but you did make $100. So pay some tax on that. The other thing is we're going to remove it so that it no longer exists. We're going to go right back to saying you had 7,000 in there. As long as we do it before the tax deadline, no one really cares. The IRS lets it go. You actually, we prove that you did that. And your form 5498 will prove to the IRS that you actually did it. You don't have to fill that out. Brokerage firms do that for you. We do it for you. If you don't fix it, it's 6% a year. Now, I've actually never seen somebody pay the 6%, even if it was there for a couple years. What we would do is if we find out that happened and you just kind of let it slide for a while, we would actually write a letter with you to the IRS asking for one-time forgiveness. And I've never seen them come back and say, no, you have to pay the penalty. So the key there is to show we recognize a mistake. We did actually fix the mistake. The second mistake that you can make is withdrawing too early. Things happen, right? You take money out, car breaks down or something. Well, this is a good account to do that from, and it's also a bad account. Now, let me share this with you. I should have bolded this. Withdrawals of your earnings before the 59 and a half or 5 years old, if you're around 59 and a half, you're going to pay a 10% penalty plus tax. Earnings being the key word. Everybody gets this mistake here, right? The money that you put in, you can always take it out. You can change your mind the next day, within an hour. Doesn't matter. You put money in, you can take money out. That's why I say if you're going to save like too much, let's say you only need to save $200 a month, but you just get excited and you save $300. Well, do it to a Roth IRA. Because if you ever change your mind or tough times happen, you can always take those contributions out, right? And I'm saying that you didn't go over the 7,000. So if you only had to save 5, but you accidentally saved 6 and you're excited, but then something happens and you need $1,000, you could take it right out of the Roth. The 1,000, right? If that 1,000 made money, don't touch that. We'll take care of that for you. We'll make sure that only that 1,000 comes out and the IRS doesn't care, right? You can use it like that. So if you're younger and people are like, I want to start investing for retirement, I just don't know if I should, Roth IRA. Because if it all goes horribly wrong, you can always take those contributions out and pretend like it never happened. I've never seen anybody actually like change their mind and not want to, save for retirement. But anyways, that could, I guess, happen. Here's the deal. If you take out those earnings before 59 and a half, or if you're around 59 and a half, the 5-year rule, if you take out the earnings, you're going to pay the 10% penalty plus taxes. And that's where it starts to add up. We don't really want to get into that. Contributions in bold, always able to be taken out there. All right. The final thing that I see, and it's a really simple one. We can fix this, right? It's really simple. In fact, if you're a client here, you sign up, we start investing for you and everything. I find out you're 30 years old and you're like, I would like to be really conservative. I don't want to invest too much here. You're going to have someone push you along and go, how do we meet in the middle here? Because no, investing too conservatively is a big deal. Roth IRAs are tax-free. The money grows the rest of your life, tax-free. both what you put in and the growth. We want that account to grow as much as possible, right? When you're getting started, we want that to be as aggressive as possible. I know the market's at all-time highs, but we can find something to do with it in the meantime that's still aggressive. We don't have to be all diving into the market there. So really, really critical. If you end up buying some bond fund or something making 3% or, money market or whatever in a Roth IRA, that is really, really tough, guys, because you're missing out on the potential growth, and it was going to be tax free. Okay. So keep that in mind there. And it's really, really easy to just take 10 minutes and look in your Roth IRA, or hey, sales pitch. If you don't want to do it, you want an advisor to push you along, we'll do it for you. That's what we do here at Jazz Wealth. And I hope you'll check us out there. Anyways, just a really short video to go, hey, I just came across these. I was talking to clients and I'm like, man, come on, we can't be making these mistakes. Figured I'd share that with you. Hope it helps. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. And thanks for watching.